Since filming my first beginner basics video, which was my top 5 face brushes, I got quite a few requests to do a eye brush version of that, so I decided to film that today. Pretty much going to go down the same way. I chose the best 5 brushes from my collection, I guess the top 5 that I feel like I would be lost without, and these are kind of like the bare necessities that you would really need, in my opinion, obviously. So this video would be great for you if you're just a beginner starting off into makeup, or if you travel a lot and you just want to choose just a select few makeup brushes that you would need that are good for multi-use. These are the brushes, by the way, so without further ado, I'll just get into it. A brush that I find is really important to have is a flat shader brush. This is just one by ZOEVA. It's the 234 Luxe Smokey shader. So it's just a flat brush. And this one is good to just pack on eyeshadow onto your eyelid. So you would just place colors onto your eyelid. You wouldn't obviously be using it for blending, but this is good so it gives you quite a good color payoff and it doesn't let go of too much product, so you get a decent amount of product on your eyelid, because some brushes, they don't, when you put like your brush in the eyeshadow palette and you put it on, it doesn't look the same as what it does in the palette. So this brush is really good to keep the color payoff looking the same as in the palette. And also this, I would say, obviously use for dry shadows, whereas if you're using cream shadows, I would use like a dual fiber brush. But honestly, if you're using cream, you can just as easily use your finger, because like the heat of your fingertips will warm up the product. I have other variations of this, like I have one by BH Cosmetics. It's slightly smaller, but you can get flat shader brushes from any brand, to be honest. And I have like one that's like a no-name brush. You can get them various sizes. But my favorite right now is the ZOEVA one. And yeah, this is probably one of the more expensive brushes that I'm going to show you, but at the same time, you don't need to get this one. You should get any brand, just a flat shader. Number 2. I feel like this is a very important brush, is to get a really good blending brush. This one has lasted me for very many years. This is by BH Cosmetics and it doesn't even have a name on it. It's just like a blending brush. I bought it on its own. It wasn't as part of a set, and I think it was probably like under $5. This is one of my all-time favorite blending brushes and it's lasted me quite a while. Like, it's washed well, and the thing I like about it is it's quite a big brush. It does a really good job at blending out the crease, and honestly this is the only blending brush that I feel that I would ever need. I kind of substitute one just like it, which is by Morphe. This is the Morphe E27 brush. This is part of the Elite collection, so obviously this one's more expensive, but it's kind of got the same shape. The BH Cosmetics one is more rounded at the top, whereas the Morphe one seems to be a bit more flat. Honestly, like the reason why people keep multiple blending brushes is just for convenience, but you could easily just use a brush cleaner on a paper towel and just clean this in between uses if you want to try, use different colors. So yeah. Number 3, it's quite good to have a pencil brush. The one I'm showing you today is by ZOEVA. This one's the 231. So as you can tell, it is quite dense, and then it tapers off into a point. This is really good for placing color directly into your crease. So it's not, like I wouldn't place color with a blending brush because it would kind of move it all over the place and it would look quite messy. Whereas this is quite precise, so you would just place some color into the crease and it would stay there until you wanted to blend it out, you know what I mean? So this is quite handy for that. I love the ZOEVA one just because it's a really good shape. It's a nice quality brush. Let me just pull out some similar ones. BH Cosmetics has a pencil brush as well, but I still reach for my ZOEVA one. I'm sure I have one by e.l.f. as well. e.l.f. has like a really tiny pencil brush. They called it the eye crease brush. So a lot of different brands have one. One that I found is kind of similar is the Morphe M433. I mean, the ZOEVA one, which is this one here, is a bit smaller. It's more circle, whereas the Morphe one is more tapered. You can create a lot of different eye looks with the pencil brush. Next is a detailer brush. So this is by Real Techniques. It is the accent brush. This one's so tiny and so cute and so precise. So I use this a lot for putting shadows on my lower lashes, blending it out, creating like smoky looks, covering up my lash bands, using black shadow to press onto my lash bands to conceal the glue. Honestly, I've even used gel liner with this, and I would just use gel to smudge it onto my waterline, and yeah, it still works. And I find that one of these detailer brushes are really good to have in your kit. because you can get really precise with them. The last brush has to be one of my favorites because it is another multi-use brush. This is by Anastasia. It's a number 12 brush. Now essentially this is a eyebrow brush, but today I not only used it for my winged eyeliner, and as you can see it's on a point. I mean, I did use sellotape, but still. I used it for my winged eyeliner, I used it for my brows, so I know that it's a really good shape. It's quite narrow, so you still can get a really good point on your winged eyeliner, and it's still thick enough to fill in your brows. Really good multi-use brush, and obviously it's got like a spoolie on the end so you can use it to brush out your brows. And yeah, love it. It's a really good brush. So those are pretty much all of the eye brushes that I chose. Like I said, I chose 5 because I feel like you don't really need more than 5. I could probably even condense it down to just 4. But yeah, I thought I'd share these with you guys today, and hopefully they might have given you an idea into what kind of brushes to look for if you're a beginner starting off into makeup. And yeah, like I said, the brands don't matter. Like, shop around. You can buy really affordable brushes just as long as you get the right kind of brushes for the looks that you're trying to create. Like, obviously if you want to go for like a really diffused crease where it's really blended and you want to play around with different colors and you want to create like a gradient, get a really good blending brush. I also got a few requests to film some more beginner basics videos, so if you guys have any more requests or videos that you want to see, then leave a comment down below letting me know which one you'd be interested in seeing. So yeah, as usual, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys! Also, because I'm wearing such a bright red lip, I look even paler than normal. Where I'm at in life is 2 days past from when I should have washed my hair, so that's why I've put it up. I really need to get a fringe so I can stop forcing one over here. So since filming my top 5 face video, what did I call this video? I just don't remember. So